Okay, I'm just make a quick little video showing you how to access Schoology and ClassLink basically, and show you how to check grades, student grades, your students' grades in Schoology. And the first step for us is to we use Chrome for most of our apps. It seems like it works the best. Sometimes some of the other ones it doesn't work quite as well, but any of them should work fine. What you would do, you would search the CCISD portal. Okay, and the CCISD portal right there, you'll be able to access anything that your student needs. See, this is a student CCISD portal, and you'll pick the student portal. Okay, and right there you see all the apps we use pretty regular. ClassLink, Schoology, Skyward is where you can check their grades or actual grades for their report card. But I'm going to also show you, for me, I do any graded assignment's going to be in Schoology for math, science, and social studies. But ClassLink is probably the most way the students use to access Schoology the most during the apps that they use. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and so for this, typically all you have to do is use the student ID number. I'm going to use a student's student ID number, and you can see it right there. It came up 330548. That's my son's student ID number. And then the password. Okay, the password is going to be 2 words put together and 2 digits. So your students should know that. Sometimes they may get confused between the student ID and the password, but their student ID is going to be a 6-digit number. The first 2 digits are going to represent what year they're projected to graduate. So like my son's going to graduate in 2033. Most third graders should be graduating in 2033, and that's their password right there, and I can sign in. Okay, and for him, one thing I just remembered, let me pause the video real quick. Okay, there is authentication that goes with the first time they log into ClassLink, and there'll be a picture they have to pick out. Looking here, my son told me his is a notepad with a pencil, so that's it. This one right here. So your student will have a different one. They'll have to pick that, and that's just like a double authentication for them. Okay, and this is all the apps we use. And there's be some on here that we don't necessarily use a lot. Some of the kids might not use, but this is kind of the district main things that we use. One thing in addition that we don't, that maybe some don't use, I've added, is to my class right there. You can see, and he's in Miss Major's class, but extra math, that's another thing I recommend that y'all use on a daily basis, like for extended breaks or something like that. It's just a math fluency program. Really good. It only takes about 5 or 10 minutes to do, and you can kind of watch and see how your kid's doing on math fluency. Very good program to work on. Okay, but I'm going to try to show you how to get to Schoology is the main one that we use a lot. And I'm going to have to remember how to get back to go to the back key. There we go. And that didn't do it. Okay, yeah, and it's just another tab over here. And these are like I said, the main apps we use. Schoology is the one we're going to use. And you'll click on that. And you're going to have to do another login. It's going to be kind of a similar type login. This is mine, but all I'm going to do is change it and put his password right here. So it's his is the year he's going to graduate, and then there's 4 other digits. Okay, and that's his login. I'll click next. It's going to ask for the password for it. Okay, and it's 2 words put together. So 2 pretty short words. And with no spaces. And 2 digits. And that'll get you logged into Schoology. And your Schoology login is basically, it's a Microsoft. It's their student ID number at live.ccisd.com. It shows it right there. And you'll sign in. And this will get you into Schoology. Sometimes you can see different messages that different administrators or teachers have written and stuff like that. Some good information in there. But the important thing is the courses. That's where we do all our work at. So right here, math. Typically when I'm checking grades, I'm going to tell the students to check their math grade. And these are all the different folders. You have weekly topics here too. You can see like we're in the third 6 weeks right now. And last week we went over 5-digit and 6-digit numbers. This basically has majority of the stuff that we talked about in class all week long. If you want to, it's a very long PDF and it has a lot of information there. So if you ever feel free, you want to look at that. Okay, that's kind of a rundown of what we do. Okay, but if you click into the third 6 weeks right here, this is going to be what we've done all these weeks right here. This is the first 6 weeks, or the first week of the 6 weeks, the second week, third week, fourth week, and this is, we're in the 5th week of the 6 weeks right now. So which is November 27th through December 1st. And right here are the assignments that we did. You can see the assignments that your students done. There's some videos right here. This is, my son did this assignment right here. This skills, well, he actually didn't do it. Okay, but sometimes we do things on paper, but most of the time you'll see the assignments that they've done. Let me see if I can find one that he's done. But he did one of these basic facts maybe. Yeah, so he did the basic facts right here, and he took 25 minutes to do it, and you can click view. You see what his grade was. He made a 93 on or 94, rounds up to 94. You click view, okay, and you can see how they answered the questions. So he said 9 times 2 is 18, and then he said 9 times 4 was 45. I guess he got confused and thought 9 times 5. But you can see how they answer the questions right there. See which ones they got right. It says 1/1 means he got it right. 0/1 means he got it wrong. Okay, but I'm going to show you a quicker way because these are just some practice assignments. These are what we do on the daily basis for practice. So like this week on Monday, we did Basic Facts 5, and he had 1 attempt at it. Okay, but we can go back to the math course itself. And if you click over here on grades, these are the graded assignments. Some stuff we do for just practice, and these are the things we did for grade. Right now, his overall grade for the third 6 weeks is an 89 right here. And these are all the graded assignments that he did right here. So you can kind of click through here and you can see what the assignment was and what the grade was right out from it. If there's any blank spots next to the graded assignments, that means the assignment was not completed. And you can click on the assignment, actually get to the assignment, and have your student complete it. But we'll say, like, so this is the assessment he did today. You see 12-1 was the week 2 assessment fractions. And he made an 88 on it. Click view. And it takes a second, but you can see the actual questions, how he answered it. Okay, this is a question, and it says pick the 2 answers that were not correct, and he got that one right. You got that one right. See which ones he missed here. He missed one. So he would miss this assignment question right here. Janice has 8 animal stickers. The model shows her stickers. Which expression represents the fraction of the stickers that are cows? And he said 1/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5. I can see there are 3 cows, so he said there's 3 cows, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things that aren't cows. But it should have been each one of these cows would have represented 1/8 of them, because there's 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the right answer would have been G, is what he should have picked. Okay, but you can look through all the questions and how they answered them. Okay, and if I go back to the assignment, you can see it took him 18 minutes to complete the assignment. And this is the time he did it and the time he submitted it. You can do that for all the subjects. Okay, that's the math course right there. Okay, I can go back to courses and look at science grades. So I click on science. You can go through the same thing. There's what we've done all for all these weeks right here. Like this week we did science assignments on Wednesday. There's a video right there for the assignment we did on Wednesday, and these are the questions we did on Wednesday. Okay, but you can just click on grades and see he's doing really good in science right now. He's got a 96 overall. And you can see all the assignments that he's done. Okay, one thing about science is typically there's 2 chances built in there. So for instance, we're going to click on that one that he didn't make 100 on. See if he took both attempts. And he didn't. So he's got a good grade in there already, but if he wants to do it again, he can do it. He can click start attempt and make another attempt. What I recommend them do before that is go back in here and see what mistakes they made. Okay, so he missed the last question. Okay, the volume of gas does not change to fill a container. Okay, so we can go back here, and he could go back and redo this assignment again and make 100 on it. And your students have that same opportunity. See right there, because it says you have made 1 attempt, and there's 1 attempt remaining, so that means you can do it again. And that's for all science assignments. So right there, science and grades, and that shows all the graded assignments. Also, another way, so for instance, say we do that assignment, we want him to do that assignment again, okay, but we want to watch the video to see where he made a mistake at. If you go back to the folder that was in, so Matter Lesson 5 was done on Wednesday, I can click on Wednesday, and that takes you to the folder where the video's at, and you can watch the video again. So I can sit here and watch the video about matter. Lesson 5.
Hi students, and welcome to today's lesson.
It's a real simple there. So, same thing with social studies. So click on social studies and click on grades. You can go through there and see everything we've done in social studies. It has everything for all the weeks right there. They're all in folders right there. So I click on grades, and it'll take me to the graded assignments. He's got a 98 in social studies right now. Okay, in social studies, looks like he must have missed a question on map skills. And he could go back and do it again because he only took 1 attempt. He could do the second attempt. If I can click and view and see how he answered the questions and what he missed. And it looks like he got part of this question wrong right here. It says, which map tools are used to help understand maps and globes? Select all that apply. Be careful and choose all that apply. Okay, so compass rose and map scale. So evidently there's probably another one there that he got one of them's probably right and one's probably wrong. Okay, or it might be more question. Maybe there's more things there that'll help you. I'm guessing a shovel is probably not what you use. I bet you probably should have chose those 2 also. But that's kind of a breakdown of how to check the grades. See what your students are doing, basically, and kind of keep up with what they're doing at school. It's not about like back in the day when we were in school and we had papers, and if we didn't want our parents to see it, we just throw them in the trash before we go home. Everything the students do in math, science, and social studies is done online in Schoology, and you can see it. I guess we'll go back to, there's some other things you can look at too. We can look at, another thing we use a lot is Progress Learning. Let me see if I find Progress Learning on here. Progress Learning. That's another really good app. Okay. And Liftoff's a good program because at the beginning year they took in a placement test, and it's showed them what they've done good on and what they still need to work on. And if you go to My Galaxies, you can see that in reading and in math. So for reading, you can see he's got some things he could work on that's in Galaxy 2. So basically, right there, there's some things that he's, that's below grade level. Galaxy 2 is second grade skills. So those are some things that he should be working on. So typically, I always tell students to work on the lowest rocket. And in this case, he would be working on this rocket right here, character, plot, and setting. And it gives him like videos to watch and questions to do, and he can get his rockets to come up. Like these rockets will like be beginning of third grade. This is probably getting a little bit closer to middle of third grade on those skills right there. And then there's also math. So math looks like he's doing a little bit better in math. He's got a math teacher for a dad, so he should be doing better at that. So he's at the end of third grade on numerical relationships and representation and relationships, and on data analysis and monetary transactions. He's at the end of third grade on that one. But it looks like he's got some work to do on these right here to get him up to the end of third grade. So these, I always tell him to work on the lowest one. And that pretty much covers all the stuff we do, all the stuff they can work on at home, extra math, liftoff, and extra math, liftoff, and Schoology. You can check, see what they're doing. That's their classwork in school, in school that we do for math, science, and social studies. So if you have any more questions, feel free to send me an email, send me a text, and I'll get back to you really quick. Best of luck to you, and you have a great weekend.